All right, good morning, ladies. So today is Monday, but fun fact, I'm actually recording these videos like a week and a half ago. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, and man, it was just crazy to come into New Year this year. I feel like every New Year, I do love to reflect on the past year. I'm not like a super huge goal setter, but I'm fascinated by the idea. I will say I have more energy to set new goals around this time of the year. But it was just good to reflect, think back on our past year and just everything that we've learned and grown in, and maybe seeing some areas that I would really like to grow in the coming year. So anyway, we are planning to leave for Montana, obviously, tomorrow, but I wanted to just share with you a little bit about what our December looked like. I actually took a girls' trip the beginning of December, which was so much fun, and got to spend time with some of my best friends from Montana and my sister Carrie. And then I came home, and we honestly had a very relaxed December. I did not have much planned. December is usually a slow month for me as far as business goes too. Like a lot of my customers usually tend to have their orders all put in through like for gifts and all that stuff in November. So November is usually a really busy month, but then December is usually pretty low key. I have like a lot of reorders that month, but not so much like gifting orders going on. So it's very low key. I was able to be very relaxed during December, probably a little too relaxed because it was really hard for me to get back into the swing of things again when January rolled around. But we had a wonderful time with my family for Christmas, and it was kind of fun. My dad sent a text around the night or the day before Christmas, or maybe it was that morning, and he said that him and mom decided that there's no cell phones allowed. So we had a cell phone free Christmas, and it was wonderful. We all loved it, and I think it's something that we should do every single year. So anyway, today I am going to be talking about skincare, and I know that I talk a lot about skincare, but I'm really excited because Lemongrass this month came out with a brand new mini skincare kit, and so I want to talk to you about just knowing your skin type because they've never had a customizable mini skincare set before, and it's actually only for the month of January. So I want to share with you a little bit about like what I use, why I use it, and then I'm not going to dive into all the different skincare types because it's so extensive. And so I feel like what I've tried to implement with my customers and what I'm encouraging you again in today is that I like to work one-on-one with you guys. So, send me a text and be like, hey, this is my main concerns with my skin. How can you help me? So I'm going to kind of go through it myself with my main skin concerns, and hopefully we'll shed some light on maybe helping you discover your skin type. So my main skin concerns, number one, is that my skin can get rough, especially right here. The other concern would be acne. I get like occasional acne. It's not like all over, but like if you look really closely, you can see that I have a little bit of chin acne there. And then the other one would be, I'm trying to think. Honestly, I feel like my skin has done really well as far as like I've seen what consistent skincare can do for my skin. So I feel like there's nothing like super out of control besides the occasional acne. So I would say roughness and redness in my cheeks. Actually, that's something I do struggle with a little bit, just a little bit of redness in my cheeks. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm using right now and kind of explain maybe some things that I've switched up since the last time I told you what I'm using and why, because I think that's an important thing that some women miss, is knowing like that it's important to switch up your skincare depending on the season, depending what season of life you're in. Like, for example, when I'm nursing, sometimes my skin is super sensitive, so I have to be careful with what I use. It's so interesting because the microdermabrasion cream, for example, if you're familiar with that, if you're not, it's like one of our exfoliants, and it's a pretty deep exfoliant. And when I'm pregnant, it's like I have to be so careful how I rub that onto my skin because my skin is so sensitive and it like can easily hurt. And now that I'm not pregnant or breastfeeding anymore, I'm like, oh, I can just like rub this around and it doesn't hurt or anything. And I was like, man, isn't that so crazy how our skin changes depending what we're going through in life, and how our hormones play a big part in our skin. So all that to say, pay attention to your skin and what it needs, because it's our largest organ, right? I'm sure you guys have heard that before. So anyway, right now, I have learned the benefits of a double cleanse, and One of the big benefits, and if you don't know what a double cleanse is, that basically first cleansing with an oil cleanser, washing that off, and then cleansing with a regular cleanser, like a cleansing gel or soap. And so the benefit of that is the oil cleanser helps to actually like attract oil and like kind of draw out the oil and impurities in your skin, kind of pull that out. And then by doing the double cleanse, then you're like washing all that stuff off. Hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, for myself, for cleansers, I use my anti-aging cleansing oil first as a cleanser, and I'll just use that on a dry face, rub it around, and then make my hands wet with warm water, rinse it off. And then I have been following up, and I just started this in the last couple days. I have been following it up with our charcoal bar soap because of my acne problems. I was using the prebiotic facial wash, and I liked that all right, but I felt like I needed more. So I do feel like my acne has improved since I've been using the charcoal bar soap, but I wanted to just share, Lemongrass put out this new like skincare guide. It's more specifically for consultants, but I felt like it was very beneficial in helping me know like how to help you guys specifically with what skin issues you're dealing with. So for example, the anti-aging cleansing oil, it helps to target fine lines and wrinkles, dryness and dullness, rough texture, and redness, which is so interesting because I didn't even know this about this product. I mean, I knew that it was great and I like the ingredients and all that stuff, but it was interesting to learn that it literally targets the things that I'm looking for. And the key ingredients in this are sunflower oil, avocado oil, and argan oil. It's full of antioxidants. And then the charcoal bar soap is unique because it is purifying and pore minimizing. And then the key ingredients in this is activated charcoal, sustainable palm oil, and then also lemongrass essential oil. This bar smells really good, by the way. I'm gonna try really hard not to make this video too long, but please forgive me if it gets a little bit longer. And again, you can use that little trick to fast forward me if you want. So I cleanse first, and that just kind of takes care of cleansing my skin, right? Getting rid of environmental stressors and all that stuff. Next is choosing a facial mist. So right now I feel like I need a lot of balance. And so I'm using the prebiotic facial mist, and this particular one targets dryness and rough texture, acne and blemishes, teen acne, and redness again, okay? So another thing that I'm thinking about trying is the rose water facial mist. This one's actually pretty much empty, so with my next order, I think I'm gonna try the rose water and see how my skin does with that. And that one targets pretty much the same things, but more fine lines and wrinkles. The other one I could try is the tea tree facial mist. That might help with my acne as well. But for the most part, I really do like this one. I use it as a setting spray as well. So that's the next thing that I use. Next is a serum. So what is a serum for? I feel like this is where a lot of people are just kind of like, oh, there's so many options. I don't know what to choose. So we have three main serums, the anti-aging oil serum, which I have used a lot in the past, the vitamin C serum, and the lightening serum. So the anti-aging oil serum I like very well. The only issue that I've had with it is I feel like it can, how would you say? I feel like it makes my hair greasy in the front, like when I sleep, because I wear it mostly at night. And so unless you're somebody who, like, if you're like me and you have really fine hair and you have to be really sensitive about stuff like that, maybe it won't bother you. So I've actually switched from using that to using the vitamin C serum and lightening serum, but targeting the treatments more. So this is the lightening serum, and this is specifically for like brown spots, like this one, for example. So I'll just dab a little bit right on the brown spot. I won't use it all over my face. And then the vitamin C serum I've been using on my acne. So again, not all over my face, but some people can use it all over their face and they have great results with that. So again, just sharing a little bit about those. I would recommend the vitamin C serum if you are struggling with wanting your skin to just look brighter, if you're wanting more of like an even skin tone, and then also it helps with fine lines and wrinkles as well. So again, let me know what your concerns are and then we'll go from there. Instead of like trying to figure out every single thing, it's a lot more easier to first start with what you're wanting to hit, what you're wanting to target, instead of like looking at all the different skincare and trying to figure out what it fits. You just want to know your skin and we'll go from there. So step 4 is eye products. What I use right now is the probiotic eye gel, and this one targets dark circles, puffiness, brightening, and it also targets fine lines and wrinkles. This stuff is amazing, you guys. I absolutely love it. The key ingredients in this is probiotics, caffeine and green tea, pomegranate extract, glycolic acid, and this also has vitamin C in it. This stuff is a lifesaver. I cannot tell you enough. If you're somebody who really struggles with tired looking eyes or just like puffiness around your eyes, or just, I even personally feel like this like wakes up my eyes because of that caffeine. This stuff is fabulous. I love it. And that's good for all skin types. Now, step 5 is moisturizers. Oh, the other eye products we have would be like eye creams. I have not used those a ton, but I know people really, really love them. I just tend to go as light as possible, like around my eye area. But I know some people really love those, so you could definitely try them out. Number 5, we're going to talk about moisturizers. So right now what I use for a moisturizer is our Tea Tree Face Cream. I've actually really been liking this. There was a time when I went with just the anti-aging oil serum, and I liked that pretty well. But I felt like I wanted to switch to more of a moisturizer instead of an oil, just because of the issue I was having with my hair getting pretty oily. So Tea Tree Face Cream just takes 1 pump of this. I've been really liking it. This specific one targets dryness. It's pore minimizing. It targets acne and blemishes, and as well as teen acne. So this is great for oily and combination skin, and the key ingredients in this one is tea tree, witch hazel, vitamin E, and aloe vera. So again, I love this new guide that we have because I feel like it's really helped me like narrow down what is best for which person. So again, I want to stress, like, reach out to me with your skin concerns and I'd be happy to help you out. Now, the last steps are treatments, masks, and exfoliation. So the thing that I use for exfoliation, and again, this is what I would feel targets the rough skin, and I absolutely love the microdermabrasion cream. It is fabulous. I will always sing its praises, and I always tell people that the fastest way to change the surface of your skin is by exfoliating. If you're having issues with bumpiness, large pores, all of those things, flakiness, exfoliation is going to be your friend. You don't need to exfoliate all the time. 1 to 2 times a week is perfectly sufficient. You actually don't want to, in my opinion, you don't want to exfoliate more than that. But the microdermabrasion cream targets rough textures, dark spots, and it helps to even your skin tone. Pore minimizing, it's very pore minimizing. It targets fine lines and wrinkles, as well as acne, blemishes, and teen acne. Now, the key ingredients is volcanic microcrystals, green tea, chamomile, and sunflower seed oil. Absolutely love this stuff. Again, cannot say enough good things about it. All right, so the last thing is, or second to last thing is facial masks. I honestly do not mask a lot. I feel like it's partly a time thing, but when I do mask, I have different masks on hand, so I don't always use the same mask. But if my skin is feeling just really dry, I will use the hydrating facial mask. If my skin is having a lot of breakouts and I feel like I need to really cleanse, I will use the charcoal detox one. But something else that you can do if maybe you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to wear a mask for like 10 minutes and then wash it off. You could do some of our overnight treatments, and that would include the honey renewal treatment and the overnight glow facial mask, which is new. That one was actually in one of our bliss boxes, and it was so incredibly popular that Lemongrass decided to bring it back as a part of our regular line. This is the bottle that came with mine, and it is honestly fabulous. If you're wondering like how it goes on, it's not sticky. It doesn't come off on your pillow. It honestly like soaks in really, really beautifully, and it targets dryness and dullness. It helps to brighten, it improves like rough texture, and it also helps with redness as well. This is just a fabulous, fabulous product. Also, it has hyaluronic acid in it, so that helps to restore your skin's moisture levels, which is really important during the winter months, by the way. And then it also has allantoin and turmeric in it, and those 2 ingredients help to reduce redness, and it helps to brighten your skin tone as well. But this is great, like I said, because you can just wear it all night. That's kind of like an overnight mask or overnight serum. The other thing, if you are more struggling with like acne or blemishes, the honey renewal treatment might be better for you. So I realized like I just threw a ton of product at you guys, and I hope it wasn't like terribly overwhelming. I'm going to talk a little bit more about another product on Wednesday as far as like another skincare item. But that is just kind of an overview of like what my skincare routine looks like right now. And can I just encourage you guys, and I know I talk about this all the time, but like consistency is key, and knowing your skin type. I say that I think that would be the two biggest things that I would recommend to somebody that's just kind of exploring skincare is, number one, before anything, know your skin type. Number two, narrow down like 3 things that you really want to target with your skin. Like when you think about your skin, normally people don't have more than like 3 things that are really super pressing. It's normally about 3 things that they're like, oh, okay, well, I know I struggle with the occasional breakout. The texture of my skin is kind of rough, and I don't really like that I have large pores on my nose or maybe all over my face. So narrow it down to like 3 things that you really want to target. And then number 4, or maybe it was number 3, I forget, is be very consistent when you do get your skincare. And if I can add one more tip, add skincare in slowly versus all at one time. So even if you purchase a set all at one time, that's fine, but try to just very slowly ease into it. So like maybe 1 week you can start with a new face wash. The next week, maybe add in an exfoliant, you know, just go about it very slowly. So I'm going to stop talking now. This video is getting so long. You guys are probably ready for me to be done. But I did want to tell you about our mini skincare sets. This is a great way for you to try out the things that I'm talking about in this video here. And I wanted to tell you exactly what it is that comes in the mini skincare sets. So it's 5 steps. You will be able to choose a cleanser, a facial mist, a serum, an eye product, and a face cream. And just let me know if that's something you're interested in, then I can tell you which ones you can pick from. And if your order is $75 before adding the skincare set, you can add it for half price. So normally it's $19, but if your order is $75 subtotal before adding the skincare set, you have the option to add that for half price, and that's my personal deal. That's not like from the company. So I'm really excited about that. And again, if you feel overwhelmed with skincare, the best thing to do is just reach out to me. We'll talk about the skin issues you're having, what you're wanting to target, and we will move on from there. So, all right. Oh my, your bonus word for today is balance, because we need balance in so many areas of our lives. But with skincare, I think it's important, first of all, to know the balance in like knowing what to get, when to get it, and also wanting to balance our skin. So, all right, hope you ladies have a great rest of your day. I'm so excited about tomorrow's video because I'm going to be talking about self-tanner, and I know it's so random but so fun, and I think you guys are going to love learning about it. So, all right, see you all tomorrow.